forgot to turn my light on. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. I wanted to hop on today because I missed Wednesday's live. We had some health issues going on in the family, so I needed to kind of manage that, make sure that was all taken care of, and then come back to you all. So today I am talking about. First of all, I normally do this on. We normally go live on Wednesdays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. So I'm so excited to be able to come today and just pop on and go live. I figured I had some time until my husband and the kids come back. so so I wanted to pop back on. They decided to go out today, so I was like, cool. I'm gonna go live because I missed it on Wednesday. So hope everybody's doing well. Come in, say hi, all the things, right? So I wanted to talk about just overall transformation today, right? I'm actually going to be doing a master class later this week on Wednesday on this as well. So if you're not in the Facebook group, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go to the link in the Instagram in this the link in the description and join my Facebook group so that you can get the information about the masterclass and stuff. But I'm doing a masterclass on Wednesday where I'm going through simple techniques and tools to help you on your journey. Because here's the thing, right? Every day, so many times we sit here and we're like, I want to lose weight, I want to lose weight, I want to lose weight, right? Like that was me, that was my thing. Oh, I want to lose weight. I used to pray about it every night. I talked about it all day. It was on my mind 24/7, right? And so it's all I thought about. And so I'm like, why can't I lose weight? I need to lose weight. I need to lose weight. Oh, if I eat this, I won't lose weight. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna eat this. Forget it. I'm not losing weight anyway. Let me eat this. Like that was literally, I felt like that's what my brain did all day long, right? And so what I want to do, or what I show people is how to clear out the brain and clear out that energy so that you can have thoughts about things that you actually need to be thinking about. You'd be surprised how much uh how much brain space is what I call it, right? I'm sure there's a technical name for it, but and how much brain space is taken with us thinking about weight, right? Oh, I need to lose weight. I got to fit in this outfit, all those things, right? And it takes up so much space in our brain that we're barely able to think about anything else. And so that's why finding simple solutions can help you achieve massive results, right? And that's what I teach, right? That's what I show people how to do because that's what I do. Like anytime you watch me, whether you're following me on Instagram at Keto Mom Makeover, I'm actually going to change my name soon. I'm going to do a whole announcement on it. I'm really excited about it because it's more into all the things that I'm doing, right? Because I'm do more than just weight loss because I like to work on the mindset too. Because guess what? That's what helps you to keep the weight off, right? Anyone can lose weight with proper meal planning and exercise and all those things, and the moment that's not happening, gain it right back. So we work on keeping the weight off, right? And I use all my experiences from my entire life and what I've done and schooling and certifications and all the things to put in this program into the way that I do things and the way that I eat. So I'm all about, if you ever follow me or see me on Instagram or anywhere or here, because I'm going to be doing more stories and stuff on my YouTube channel too now. But when you see me, you'll see that I I simplify it. I'm all about easy ways to live this lifestyle because if something is hard, we're not going to stick to it. Think about all the things that you do in life, right? Like think about, and let's just go back to weight loss, right? Let's just talk weight loss. Think about how many times you've tried some sort of, and I say try, right? Some sort of weight loss program, whether it be Weight Watchers or Jimmy Craig or, the egg fast or cabbage soup diet or, master cleanse or, some diet where we just ate grapefruit all day. Like I've done all those, remember, been on a diet since I was 8 years old. Yeah, by the way, subscribe if you haven't already, because I go live every Wednesday at 4:30. So you definitely want to be on, and we talk about different topics and subjects each time, right? Um, so yeah, whether you've been on any of those diets, right? Because they were all diets, it felt like a chore. It felt like you were missing out. I know I felt like I was missing out every time. I remember doing the cabbage soup diet, and it was this diet where you ate this big pot of soup, and all day you just like that was all you could eat was soup and drink water, right? And the funniest part is the soup was actually tasty, but my sisters were eating burgers and fries. So I felt like I was missing out, while I'm eating this freaking cabbage soup, right? So that's the thing. It felt hard. And because it felt hard, I couldn't stick to it. You know, I did it for, 4 days or whatever. It wasn't sustainable. So it was just another, wild diet that I tried. And so when we think about that, in order to make it sustainable, it's got to be simple. We've got to be able to incorporate simple things, simple tasks, right? Strategies, one after the other, right? So it feels normalized. And now it's a part of our everyday life. Because that's the thing, right? It's got to feel normal and part of our everyday life, or we're not going to do it, right? If the way that I ate was so hard, there's no way I would stick to it. I'm just not that person. Like I would be like, oh, forget it. Let me go to Cold Stone, you know? But I know that I can eat ice cream. I can make my own ice cream and it doesn't take long. It takes me like 10 minutes. I mean, I got to freeze it then, but still. But that's the point, right? That if we find simple ways to do it, for instance, all the moms out there, tell me if you're comment if you're a mom out there, right? And you were making a meal for yourself and then a meal for your kids, right? Because the kids don't eat what you eat and you want to make sure they're eating or whatever. And then you can't eat what they eat because it's not on your diet, right? So if you're making multiple meals, you're making it hard. And so what happens is because you're making it hard by making multiple meals, one for you, one for the kids, one for the kids and your husband and one for you, right? That starts to get hard because you're cooking twice. And so with that, what ends up happening is eventually your meal falls off and now you're just eating whatever they're eating. Whatever you made for them or whatever y'all went out and got, that's what you end up eating. Meanwhile, if you find one meal that can work for everyone with slight changes, you're good. My family had spaghetti yesterday, right? I made it. I made the spaghetti. My husband doesn't cook. So I made spaghetti, big, huge thing of spaghetti yesterday, right? Really, I made a big, huge thing of ground turkey. So I took half of it, and it's going to be tacos tomorrow, and the other half is for the spaghetti, right? So we had spaghetti, and we all ate spaghetti. I just had a different type of noodle than they did. So they use gluten-free organic noodles because my son has a sensitivity to gluten, so they use that. I used skinny noodles, right? It's made of no, I'm sorry, the palm noodles. I used the palm noodles, right? So it's just and I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. It's just a different type of noodle. This morning, my husband made eggs and bacon, right, for both of us. I don't eat pork, so he had pork bacon for him. Made some turkey bacon for me, and then he made eggs for both of us. Well, we were making it into a sandwich, so both of us we're gonna have like turkey and egg sandwich. He used, the bread or whatever that we had in the refrigerator. So we used Dave's Killer Bread. I always like it's lower in carbs, honestly. It's like 13 total carbs, and it's made with whole natural things, right? But I made bread. And first of all, y'all know, anybody's been following for a while, you know that I'm not someone I don't have a passion for cooking, right? It's not my passion, right? And so but this bread is so easy to make that I've been making it like every week. And I make a bunch of it at once. And then I make a loaf of bread and then I make little buns. So I had my little buns, right? And I cut it up, cut it open, had my egg and cheese on there. I posted it in my group. Everybody was like, what is that? And I gave them the rest. I'm giving them the recipe. And it's made with eggs. And I've started to perfect this little recipe I got it from Maria. And then I'm like modifying it slightly for what I need, right? And for how I do things to make it simple for me. And boom, we are good. and it tastes and looks just like bread. The texture, everything, it's crazy. I still can't believe it. I'm still shocked. Anyway, so I made it simple. Modify that one thing. We're just using different breads, right? Husband's using Dave's Killer Bread. I'm using the egg white bread that I made. Same meal. And that's the thing. So it feels easy. It's simple. It feels simple. And that comes down to, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. That's the other thing, right? We have in our heads, right, that Macmillan part of our brains that has decided that we have to fit in. We have to be a part of a tribe. We have to be a part of something. So I don't want to feel like I'm missing out. Everybody else is eating bread but me, you know? And so now making little egg white bread, I don't feel like I'm missing out. But at the same time, right, there are going to be times we go out to dinner or something and people order dessert. I'm just deciding to choose me, right? And that's why I talk about the mindset shifts. Because as we make those mindset shifts, we're able to decide to choose us, to choose our health. You can decide to choose your health. So again, if you have not already, I want you to go to the description of this video and sign up to join my Facebook group, because I'm going to be doing a masterclass in there on Wednesday. You do not want to miss this masterclass, right? So sign up, join the Facebook group so you can be a part of this masterclass. But this masterclass, I'm going to be showing even more simple ways to get this done, because I lost 120 pounds. If I can lose 120 pounds, right, then you can lose the 30 that you have, right? The extra 30 that you have, why not, right? It can be done. It's just about, I sound like my daughter when I said that. It can be done. I'm sorry. Anyways, it's just about those simple changes, right? Those simple solutions, those simple strategies. And then, and those simple changes, simple solutions, and simple strategies lead to you being simply transformed. That's what it comes down to. And so, what I want you to do is, I want you to think about what you can change, right? What are those things? And come in the Facebook group, let me know, right? Send me join the Facebook group, right? The link is in the description of this video. And let me know, what are those things that you're looking to change? What are those things that you're going to change to get you to that next level, to get you to begin to be simply transformed, right? And so a lot more of it has to do with the mindset. We talk about that a lot. Mindset is a big thing. Mindset is what makes you it's what makes you lose the weight, and it's what makes you keep the weight off long term. So we work on changing the mindset, changing those connections that we make to food, right? You've heard me talk about this before, the connection between food and everything, right? So food and celebration, right? Food and emotions, or food and sadness, food and anger, food and boredom, food and stress, right? We connect food with so many things, and we want to separate those, right? Sever that connection so that so you have the strategies that you need to maintain your results. How many people do you know that's lost a significant amount of weight and then picked the weight back up? How many? That was me. I'd lost 120 pounds in 2017, right? Through keto, exercise, mindset shifts, or not mindset shifts, keto, exercise, and lifestyle changes. But I hadn't changed the mindset. So at the end of 2018, I picked up, I think it was like 40 pounds. 40 pounds, just gained it all back in like a 2-month span. It wasn't even a long period of time. It was about 2 months it took me to gain those 40 pounds. And when I did it, I felt terrible, right? But I gained it because I was overwhelmed, right? I was putting together all this stuff for my new program. I just decided I'd become a coach, and I just decided to start doing like challenges on a regular basis, like these weight loss challenges and things like that, which I'm actually going to be doing a new challenge this month. At the end of this month, I'm going to be doing a challenge. You'll hear more about it, but Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a challenge this month. So I was doing these weight loss challenges, and so I was putting together all the materials for that. And so while doing it, I got overwhelmed and gained roughly 40 pounds, maybe more. I can't remember exactly how much. And when that happened, I was like, well, how did I do this? How did I gain weight? I had been so strict, and I've been helping other people lose weight. Like, I was already a coach. I was like, I can't believe I've done this. What am I doing? And that's when I realized I needed to sever those connections, right? I needed to change the mindset and change my relationship with food. And so that's what I worked on to get those 40 pounds back off. And I lost the 40 pounds really quickly. And it took even longer to really change the mindset and change that relationship with food. And so that is a major, major piece of it. Like, one of the things I talk about, my clients and I talk about, and when I think about who I love working with, it's those women who are like me who have been yo-yo dieting for years, 15 years, 20 years, 10 years, whatever that is, right? Some 40 years, right? Have been yo-yo dieting that long, and they're like, I need something that is going to sustain. That is who I love working with, because when they finally see that we have that when we work together, we have the tools to sustain these results, right? To lose the weight and keep it off for good this time. When we work together and they finally see that these are lasting results, it's a game changer. I talked to a client last week who she graduated from my program about a year ago, right? So we worked together for about 4 months, and then she graduated because I knew she was ready. She had done it. She had the tools, right? I'd given her the tools, and so I wanted to catch up with her a year later because I was reaching out to clients. I always like to get status, see how people are doing. So we were talking a year later, and she's like, and I was like, hey, you want to, let's get on a Zoom call, and let's just talk, right? And I was like, you know what, let me just interview you for a few minutes, you could be transformation. And she's like, cool, yes, I'll definitely do it. We get on, she tells me not only has she maintained her 50 plus pound weight loss, but she's also like feeling better, has more energy. And her doctors were like, what on earth when she walked in that door? She looked like they said her numbers were completely different. She's no longer pre-diabetic, no longer no her high blood pressure. She's gotten off of the medications, like all these things, right? And then she said she went into work because her office opened back up, and people were like, "Excuse me," like what did you do during this time? And that's the thing, right? So why was she able to maintain her weight loss for a full year now? And I know it's going to continue to maintain for the next several years, for the next 50 years, because we worked on this too. Change that mindset, because the relationship with food and the simple strategies is what changes the game when it comes to losing the weight and maintaining that progress. We simplify it, right? When you simplify these healthy habits, it's a game changer. And so that's what I like to show people, because we always think it's going to be so hard. We always feel like, oh, woe is me. I can't do this. I'm never going to lose the weight. I can't do it. It's all the things, right? We have all these stories that we've created in our heads that we can't do this. And the reason those stories are there is because, number one, we haven't done it before, right? Whenever we've lost the weight before, it came back on. So that's part of bringing the story up. Number two, negative talk that is just naturally innate in there, right? I'm not good enough. I'm not powerful enough. I'm not strong enough. All the things, right? I can't do this. I can't do, right? That's what you hear. You can't do this. You can't do this, right? So there's all those things. And then it's like, then there's the excuses. Oh, I'm too busy, Oh, I'm, I don't have money. I don't have time. I've got 3 kids and all those things, right? And so I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about me. When I hear, oh my goodness, I'm so busy, right? I was talking to one of the ladies in Maria in the health summit, that I had, right, that I hosted a couple weeks ago. We were talking about the idea of busy, right? And she's like, no one's busier than me. And she was telling all the stuff that she did, right? That she does. And I was also saying how when I lost the 120 pounds, I was mom of 4, right? Obviously, because that hasn't changed. So mom of 4, married, all that, right? I was a senior director at Fortune 500 company. So really high pressure job, lots of hours, sometimes working up to like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., right? And I was, had my kids in billion activities, cooking, cleaning, also doing all the things that we do as moms. And there's 4 of them at different stages. So my daughter and son weren't even potty trained yet. So I got 2 diapers to change, 2 sets of diapers. Like, that's not fun. But at the same time, like, that is like, there's no time, right? That's a situation that you got no time. And at the same time, I remember that was the same year that I had to get my recertified for my PMP, project management certification. So I'm doing all those things, and I decided to put in the work, create the simple habits so I could lose 120 pounds. During that season of my life, mom of 4, married, wife, right? What was the company? Senior director at a Fortune 500 company, and lost 120 pounds all at the same time. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh, I'm so great, right? That's never why I say anything, honestly. I do think I'm great, because we should all think that we're great, first of all. But I'm saying this to say that if I could do this, anyone can do this. Anyone can. It comes down to the proper help. It comes down to the mindset changes, getting the education. When I say get help, I want you to get the right help, right? Whoever you reach out to should be educating you on how to do this long term, right? Helping to make it simple for you so you can sustain it. They should be teaching you to fish. That is the main thing. Because the way I look at transformational coaching, which is what I do, right? I'm working to transform the mind, the body, the finances, all of those things. The way I look at that is, I want to coach myself out of a job. I want to coach you to the point where you have seen such sustained results that you don't need it, because whenever you have any bump in the road, you got the resources to pop you right back in place, to get you right back onto your rituals and your tools and going for it. And that's what we do. That's what's important. So that's what I think about when I'm thinking about, doing this, right? Taking action and improving your health. That's what we're thinking about. We're thinking about how to sustain these results, right? First, you want to lose the weight, obviously. Lose the weight and change the mindset. And how do you sustain it? How do you keep it off for good? How do you avoid being the person who constantly yo-yos forever? Because before I lost 120 pounds in that year, there were multiple times where I lost 30 pounds or 50 pounds, or, really it was 30 or 50 usually. 30. No, there was one time I lost 60 pounds. So 30 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, whatever that was, right? Multiple times that I did that, and then gained the weight right back. So I was right back where I started from. So I did that a ton of times. And I'm sure you've done that a ton of times. So why this time did it work? Why did it work this time? Why was this the one time that it truly stayed off? Like, I was truly able to sustain the results. Why didn't I gain back the 120? Because I do know several people who picked up the whole, they lost 100 pounds and they gained 100 back. I do know people who've done that. I have friends who've done that, right? So why was I able to sustain it? Even when I gained the 40 pounds back, I was still down. I was still in a reasonable area for me, you know? So why haven't I gained the 120 back? The reason behind that is that shift up here. Because had I not stopped myself in that late 2018 time, remember I told you guys where I gained that 40 pounds? I could have easily gotten back and picked up the whole 120, right? But I had to step in. I had to stop. I was coaching people, helping other people lose weight and see results. I was like, I got to pull it together. And because I was able to pull it, and so when I pulled it together this time, I incorporated mindset changes. And when I incorporated mindset changes, I incorporated that in my clients too. Because I decided I was going to get certified, understand things like, get certified in NLP and in mindset coaching and life coach, all those things, because it's so important for me. I needed to understand why I struggled for so long and then why it worked this time. And I needed to understand why others struggle for so long and what I could do to help them so that this is the last time that they have to think, oh, man, I need to lose this weight. Like, I was tired of you saying that. I know I was so sick of it. I got so sick of saying, I need to lose this weight. I got so sick of praying, Lord, please help me lose this weight. I got so sick of other people saying to me, oh, you need to lose some weight. And that had definitely happened to me more than a few times. And I was tired of it. And I was tired of feeling bad about myself. I was tired of having a lack of confidence. There were things that I wanted to do. And I've talked about this a few times. And I'm going to go after this because but I've talked about this a few times. There were things in my life that I wanted to do, right? And that I held myself back from doing because of my weight. Things from the time I was young. Like, I wanted to be an actress. And I actually wasn't bad according to acting teachers and stuff, but I would never fully put myself out there to do it because lack of confidence, kind of who's going to want to hire me and what role could I even play looking like this? Like, that's those kind of things I thought. And then even when I think about, back 10 years ago, where I thought about writing a book, I was like, oh, I want to write a book. I want to write a book about like parenting and kids and, strategies and tools for being a mom. That book's out the door. But anyways, I thought I should write that book. My dad told me I should write the book and I really believed it, right? And so I went and I started to write some things down, and then I got writer's block, right? That's what I called it at the time. And people call it writer's block, but for me, it really wasn't writer's block. What it was fear. Because I was afraid that if I wrote this book and it really became something, now I'd have to go out on book tours and be in front of people, standing in front of people, looking like that, looking like I looked, right? Like in a space that I wasn't happy with. Because I'm okay. I feel like if you are happy with the way you look, go for it. Go for it, sis. Live your life. I know I wasn't happy with it. And so I was not happy with the way I looked. I could no longer hide it. Like, I was always someone that could hide it in different ways. I couldn't hide it anymore. And so with that, I knew I needed to do something because it was blocking my blessings. I was blocking my blessings by holding on to all this excess weight that I didn't need. And I was breaking down my body too. Like, I always say I didn't have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, or even, what's even the pre-diabetic or anything like that. But what I did have was major knee issues, ankle issues, back issues, like feet, like all those things. My body was breaking down around me. And I was in my early 30s. And it was because I was holding on to all this excess weight and blocking my blessings for so many opportunities that I could have done. Do y'all know that in 2008, I wanted to do a YouTube channel? I was like, I should do a YouTube channel. I could be on there acting or, whatever. I don't know what I thought I was going to do on it, but I wanted to do a YouTube channel so bad. And I remember saying to myself, no, forget that. Who's going to want to watch me looking like this? The only show that I thought that I should ever be on was Biggest Loser. Like I went from wanting to be an actress, when I was all my life, honestly, all my childhood and then into college, wanting to be an actress, to like gaining even more weight and feeling like I don't want anybody to see me. And that's when I realized I wasn't even being me anymore. I wasn't being my authentic self anymore, because my authentic self loves to be seen. Like I love being seen. I do. Like I love when my husband looks at me, right? I love to be seen and to be out there and to be laughing and talking and being with people. And so for me to be in that space of, oh no, I don't looking at me and only take pictures from here up and all that. I don't even know how my husband dealt with that, because it was so not the person that he fell in love with. So if that is you, if you're identifying with this because you feel like that is something that you struggle with, definitely join my Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, if you're not on Facebook, send me an email. All right. Because I want you to be a part of this, the masterclass that I'm doing on Wednesday. I want you to hear, I'm giving you some simple tips and solutions to help you lose the weight and keep it off for good. I'm going through and I'm giving you a step-by-step plan to implement these simple, easy strategies, right? That create what you need and to get you where you want to go, right? Like I said, it's simple changes, simple solutions, simple strategies to become simply transformed. And that is what we're doing. So if that's you, I want you to go to the description of this video, join the Facebook group. When you join the Facebook group and you put in your email, I'll send you an email that's going to give you all the details to register for the challenge or for the masterclass. The reason you want to register for it is because when you register for it, I'm also going to send you a little booklet to give you like some information on really like how to do this, right? It's going to give you those tips so that you have it as well. So you definitely want to be there and hear these tips, right? Because I'm going to go in detail on each tip, each process and step in training on how to do this. And as I go into detail one by one, I'm going to show you how it works, why it works, and the benefits of each. And it's simple things that anyone can do. Like I said, I lost 120 pounds in a year. And nothing about me says that I should have been able to do that. It's not like I'm Superwoman or, like whatever, right? I'm a good person generally, right? And I'm relatively smart, right? I'm good, right? At the same time, so are you. You're a good person, you're smart, you have what it takes. So the way I see it is that if I could do this as a mom of four, working in industry, right? Corporate America, crazy job, crazy hours. If I was able to lose 120 pounds, then you can do it too. Anybody can do it. I was 38 when I lost that weight. I think 37, something like that. I think I was 37 when I lost that weight. So I wasn't young. It wasn't like, oh yeah, you're 22 and you did it, right? I was 37. So I had the age to me, right? I'd also had some hormonal things happening. So I couldn't blame hormones because, so like I had my tubes tied at the time. So my hormones were all out of whack too. And that was going on when I lost the weight. So I mean, I had those excuses, right? And those things that we think that we like to blame our weight on. Oh, well, I've got some hormonal issues. Oh, I've got fibroids, and they say you can't lose weight with fibroids. I got fibroids. You know, like people are, I have several clients who, when I first talk to them, they're like, I've got PCOS, and so I can't seem to, it takes me a long time to lose weight. I had a client who lost 100 pounds. I'm sorry, 80 pounds in 4 months, and she had PCOS. Right. So you can do this. And again, everybody's journey is different. At the same time, when you work to get something done, when you truly believe that you can do it, and when you're ready, you will get it done. So if you are ready to work, you believe you can do it, and you're ready to commit, I want you to either send me a message. Let me know you're ready. You can go right into my DMs. Go to my Instagram, Keto Mommy Makeover, and DM me saying I'm ready. And let's talk about helping you achieve your goals. Because like I said, simple changes lead simple solutions, and simple strategies lead to being simply transformed. It's simple. It doesn't have to be hard. So if that's you, if this resonated with you, I want you to go to my Instagram and Keto Mommy Makeover, and I want you to send me a DM right now and say, I'm ready. Or you can say transform, right? In fact, go to my Instagram and say transform. My Instagram is Keto Mommy Makeover. It's going to be changing soon. I'm excited about that. Anyways, and put transformed. All right. All right. My kids are back home. My husband's back home. So I will talk to y'all soon. Okay. Let's do this. You got it. All right. Talk to y'all later.